Boom. What's up? What's up, Raider Nation? Happy Thursday. It's been a while. Finally got my equipment back, so we are good to go. Wi-Fi is looking rough tonight, so if it's a little choppy, I apologize, but we're here. We're doing this. Yeah, I mean, who says the off season is boring, right? What a eventful week we've had, right? I think a week ago was the Christian Wilkins where he got released, and it just got a little crazier. What's up, ONT6? How you doing, brother? I didn't think you were gonna be watching tonight, man. The Hall of Fame game's going, but appreciate you. So yeah, we're just gonna be talking the latest Raider news. This guy. Yeah, so we're just going to be reacting to news that's happened this week, happened today, happened yesterday, happened a week ago. Don't plan on reacting to anything else, but just kind of going through some tabs. So, yeah. The first one, obviously Terry McLaurin has requested a trade. Raider fan, I wouldn't mind. So it looks like that's what's going on right now. A little Hunter Renfrow action. What's my sound work? Let's see. Yeah, cool. There's no sound on this video. Hunter Renfrow's looking good. All right, so let's get into the. Where is it? Let's get into the news, right? Christian Wilkins was reportedly released last Thursday, and then the story came out where he just basically, I guess, kissed someone on the forehead. What was it? I think a Monday. Adam Schefter dropped it, and then Adam, or what's his name? Is it Adam Butler? Yeah, so Adam Butler had this to say.
After the release of Christian Wilkins, how have you seen your unit be able to leave that as just outside noise and hone in on your craft?
Yeah, we pretty much just kind of moved on from the situation. I really don't want to comment further on it. But I will say that, whatever you're going through as a person, athlete, non-athlete, whoever, whatever your struggle is, if you got something going on in life, just, talk to somebody, get some therapy, whatever your deal is.
What's up, Grizzly? Yeah. The story is weird, right? And it's crazy, right? We just hear about like, oh, he kissed someone on the forehead and is unwanted kissing, and then the reporter kind of just asked, Adam Butler about the situation, and Adam Butler's like, oh, I don't really want to say much, and then just throws a whole like other curveball to the media, and so I don't think he was realizing that, right? I think he kind of just was expressing what he feels. Before this came out, right, this was my theory on what happened with Wilkins, just because to me, as a fan of the sport, I'd rather hear a brawl happen in the locker room because Wilkins tried to kiss someone and a fight broke out, right? But kind of hearing that it got reported to upstairs and stuff like that, that's a little new for me, right? To kind of wrap my head around what happened there. But yeah, my theory was one that he either like kissed Max Crosby, right? Because it had to be someone big who they would release him for, right? It's not going to be some bench player and they're going to release him over that. Two, that they kind of had buyer's remorse, and this is going to help them kind of get out of their contract, right? These little HR woes. And so those were kind of my theories going into it. I had one more, but I think I pretty much forgot that one. But yeah, I mean, that's what kind of was making sense to me, right? Because if you think about it, the Christian Wilkins contract isn't like something that Pete Carroll wanted or signed up for, or Spytech. And so whenever there's a new regime, they're going to look at stuff like that, right? They're not happy with the 5 games he played last year, the rehab he's doing this year. So, I mean, any little crack, pretty sure they were going to take advantage of that loophole, right? I mean, it's a business. And so, yeah, Grizzlies, same thing, right? It helped them kind of get out of that, right? And so now we're not on the hook for the $32 million. So it sucks. I wish someone would have just punched Wilkins in the face. They fought it out, and our whole defense line has a bunch of sacks this year, right? But that's not the way it went. Hopefully, someone in the building steps up, right, and takes over. So that's my opinion for Wilkins, right? Terrible free agent signing, and hopefully we get better from this. And then let's see. What's up, Dante? All right, so getting back into the Davante Adams thing. What is going on? Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see. All right. So I haven't seen like the actual clip of what Davante Adams said. I'm just seeing everybody kind of be upset with Davante again. So I'm gonna watch this. Anybody watching, just know that I don't easily hate Raiders. Right. I kind of get the frustration. So my reaction is to that. I'm not just going to be one-sided because I'm a Raider fan. I'm going to assess this and give my honest opinion. It takes a lot for me to hate a Raider. So, yeah. Is his Wi-Fi cooked? Bro, what happened?
Testing.
Oh, boy.
Little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right?
Yeah.
Based on that series. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing, and I was hoping we didn't have to have.
Bruh. My bad, y'all. Yeah, potato Wi-Fi. Damn. But literally every other video is playing. It's ridiculous. All right, we're going to have to pull it up on Instagram. Give me a second. What was it? I think Raider Rich posted it. Sorry, y'all. All right.
We know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right?
Yeah.
Based on that series. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing. I was hoping we didn't have to have these.
Why you got that song playing? It's killing me. Come on, y'all. I'm about to crash out, y'all. Well, maybe it's not on the cards for me to watch it today because this is getting annoying. Come on, one more.
little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right?
Yeah.
Based on that series.
Mhm.
How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing. And I was hoping we didn't have to.
All right. Well, this is cooked. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get this video on here. Let's try one more thing. Orderland, thank you, Grizzly. Shout out to you. Bro, there's no way. All right. All right, so this is what I got right here. Okay, we'll just go over the quote. What's up, Captain Ralph? I appreciate everybody who is sticking with me. Shout out to Grizzly. Grizzly, stay tuned. I got a new product dropping. All right, so it says, I love Jimmy. It was never personal. That was just a dark moment in our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there. So, all right, this is what he said. Because I've seen reactions to this. I haven't, watched the full clip, and I still haven't watched the full clip because my Wi-Fi is cooked. I don't see any wrong with this, right? One, I don't think he talks about the Raiders too much, right? Like maybe he'll throw a little shade, but I think he's more throwing a shade at the time he had. I don't think he mind being a Raider, right? He literally came to the Raiders in his prime to elevate us to the next level in the playoffs, and we threw shit at the fan, and it went crazy. When Jimmy was there, it was a complete dark moment. Me as a Raider fan, we were all pretty miserable, right? When Josh McDaniels got fired, it felt like we got a new life in there. At the end of the day, he came to play with his best friend, and it didn't work out. And he was pretty upfront on how it wasn't working out. I know he said some things about Jimmy Garoppolo in the Netflix, documentary. But I think there's just a clip that went viral, right, where he was talking about how he didn't want to be here anymore, and he was tired of Jimmy. But there was a lot of clips in that documentary where Jimmy was apologizing to him, and he was letting Jimmy know clearly that it wasn't his fault. There was a lot of issues in the building. I mean, that Detroit game was just completely miserable. Like we were all miserable watching that. So I don't have anything problem with what he says. He's very vocal, right? And that's one thing that he is. He's going to let us know. And that's just kind of the new age for these players. So that's my feelings on that take. I don't have an issue with it. Once again, whenever someone comes to the Raiders during their prime to help us out, and extend what we had going on, I appreciate that more than anything. So, good luck. I don't see the Rams doing much, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much that's what we have for the juicy news. Raider Resistance, I know, posted some good stuff, so we're just gonna go through his page real quick, see what my guy's been up to. Let me know what you guys think about that Davante Adams take. I know it's not like the popular one or anything, but it takes literally a lot for me to hate on a Raider. I think the one Raider that I completely despise will forever be D'Angelo Hall. Other than that, I don't really have issues with any of them. Derek Porter sees himself to be a shutdown corner.
Rook on rook, his speed, your physicality. Do you talk about that battle? How much you enjoy it?
Yeah, a receiver like Dante gives you a unique challenge. He's 6'5", but runs a 4.3. So, you got to be on your P's and Q's with him. But, he's the receiver that I need to go against. Who's big, he's strong, but he also can run. Those are the kind of guys that, I think I could really make a living shutting down in the league.
What is that battle with Dante today? You rook on rook.
What's it been like matching up with Jacoby? What have you learned from matching up with him and everything?
He's savvy. He's been in the league a long time, and with that time comes a lot of knowledge, and he knows how to release, he knows how to get open, but it's helpful going against a veteran like that's so smart, that has so much experience, because now it really forces you to kind of learn from him and then see, be on your game too.
I'm excited for the DB group, right? Just because of what Pete Carroll did with the Legion of Boom. The only thing that I'm like worried about is, the Legion of Boom had Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, and Richard Sherman. And for some reason, the Seahawks couldn't fill that other corner spot. Like, no matter what they tried, no matter who they paid, no matter who they brought in, I think it was Brandon Browner and then Maxwell or whatever, they couldn't cover that one side. And so hopefully he's great at developing, right? And it wasn't just he got three guys and was lucky at the same time, right? So hopefully that's it. But I'm hoping we get our own version of Legion of Boom, because that's probably one of my favorite defenses. I say contract negotiation with the Raiders. What do you guys think? Should he get like top 5 money? I don't know about the top 5 money. Maybe top 10 for sure. Top 5 is kind of expensive, right? We learned from Davante Adams that having an expensive wide receiver with no like real plan in place just doesn't really make sense. So if the value's that high, I mean, maybe shop him around. I don't know, but top 5 money, I don't think so. Top 10, maybe. Colton Miller. I'm glad to see him get extended, right? He is one of the 4 Raiders from Oakland remaining on the roster. So, I'm going to sign him forever. That's my opinion. Oh, yeah, Latavius Murray.
What has been so impressive
Retired.
about Latavius?
Latavius Murray ran for more than 2,000 yards in his time at Onondaga Central.
On Monday, UCF picked up another commitment from running back Latavius Murray out of Syracuse, New York.
Hand off to LT to the 10-5, 2-1, touchdown! Latavius Murray scores with 9:01 to go!
Oakland Raiders select Latavius Murray.
Murray being taken at 181.
He's extremely intelligent, big back. It's got excellent speed, excellent size.
The way he blocked, I thought was awesome.
His vision is unbelievable.
Over 1,000 yards.
It's cool to be out here with these guys and really just share this experience.
He's one of my best friends in this whole world.
He's seeing things well. He's making good cuts.
They picked him up out of free agency when they drafted me. He took me in as a little brother. I highly respect Tay for that. He paved the way for the guys in the room. He passed the torch down. Now it's time to run with it.
I've been really impressed with Latavius. I enjoy our conversations outside of football. Just getting a chance to know him.
He's a fantastic teammate. All the things that we look for in a player he has, and so he's been a good addition to us.
Latavius handled his business. Pro Bowl years in Oakland, so he did a great job.
Really great as the workhorse running the football, but a very good back out of the backfield. And I can't say enough good things about him. Very mature guy. All business, all ball kind of guy.
That's a strong guy. He was God. People don't want to talk to that man. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't want to talk to him either.
Murray is one of my favorite guys to play with. I really enjoy his presence and what he's done and who he is as a man.
Tay's one of the ultimate competitors, and I'm so appreciative of him.
Latavius, he looks like me. He's a big sucker now.
The way he prepares himself, the way he take notes, I look at things like that, and he's been a good example.
There's a reason why he's still playing.
And then you look at what he does in the community in and around the area that he's from in Syracuse area.
He's the ultimate pro.
And he's a pro.
He's a true pro.
Ultimate professional.
He's fantastic.
That's crazy. It's crazy that he's retired, right? I just felt like he was replacing Darren McFadden yesterday. It's kind of crazy that his career lasted 11 years, right? That's insane now for a running back. So, congratulations to him. It felt like, he probably scored on the Raiders with 4 different teams, not gonna lie. So, it's cool to see him kind of grow into a number 1 guy with us. Unpopular take. What's up, Dark? Unpopular take. I did a video on this already, but I'd rather have kept him than get the running back we replaced him with, just because the production wise, and the way he carried himself, he loved the team. So, congrats on your retirement, sir. Right, let's read a little bit about Jamal Adams.
You were an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler under Pete Carroll. Take me through the process of reuniting with him and what it's like to be back with him.
Yeah, he just texted me. Honestly, throughout the offseason, I've been sending him video just me working out. Not only just him, just a couple coaches that I've had relationships with, and obviously he brought me in. He texted me and said, "Come work out," and I told him I'd be there. So came in, worked out, and did my thing. And obviously, I got the opportunity of a lifetime just to come out here and compete with the guys.
You were an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler under Pete Carroll.
He's overcome a major surgery and a major injury, and I've had a couple guys that have gone through that, and it takes a couple years. And so here we are, so I know who he is, and I know what he brings, and I know what he's trying to accomplish and getting back going again. And we'll see what happens. But he's going to get a real shot, as is everybody. But I'm going to give him a real shot because I can imagine how much of a factor he can be on your defense if he's out there. So great spirit, great competitiveness about him. So, there's nothing I love more about in the player. That's why we went for him in such a big way before. He's overcome a major.
That's sweet and all, but I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of him today getting ran over by Ashton Genty. So that always has the question, right, for training camp: is the offense good or does the defense suck? Is the defense good or the offense just suck? We definitely will find out next Wednesday for a couple quarters, right? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's read about Mr. Jackson Powers. Where are we at? Boom.
Notice a little rotation going on at center with Jackson and Jordan Meredith. Hey, what has Jordan Meredith shown you guys since you guys have been here, and what's how do you feel that job is shaping up?
First off, it just goes right to the heart of everything. It's always competing. These guys are battling for their playing time, and they're battling. It's a good battle. Yes, but Jordan specifically, he's done well. He played really efficiently last year. His numbers and his consistency really showed up, even though he didn't seem right as a regular all the time. So he just opened our eyes in the offseason studies, and so we're just giving him a shot. JPJ's working his tail off, and both those guys are battling. So it just makes us better. And they're not the only two. There's battles across the board, but that's one that that jumps out at you.
All right. It sounds like Pete is just bringing the heat, right, in the competition out in Oakland or in Las Vegas. So that's pretty cool. I hope, I'm a very big fan of Pete. I just hope this operation goes as well, right? For me, I'm just hoping for year-over-year improvement, right? What was the Raiders 2024 record? We finished 4-13. Like, if we can get 6 wins, I'm happy. I'm happy with 6 wins, right? The 2016 team doesn't happen without the 2015 year happening, right? There was year over year success, and that will always kind of get me moving forward, right? And so I'm hoping we get that. But yeah, that's probably pretty much what I have for tonight. Next Thursday is supposed to be streaming. Maybe I'll stream 20 minutes during the game, and we'll just chill and have a couple drinks during it. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.